What is going on YouTube? And welcome back to my channel, JoJo Speaks. Thank you all so much for joining us for this being our Hot Topics and Social Commentary show live Thursday night. I'm so glad that you guys have decided to spend your 8 p.m. Thursday night hour with your boy and your girl, y'all. I'm so glad that y'all are here. A couple things I want y'all to do before we get started. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Press that big white subscribe button. It is free and easy to do. Takes less than a second to mash that thing. So go ahead and mash it for a brother. Be sure to leave a thumbs up for this video. Let me know you're enjoying the content that I'm putting out on my channel. Also, be sure to leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on the various topics we'll be discussing on tonight. Also, be sure to press the notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. Excuse me. Last but not least, be sure to share JoJo Speaks with all your family, friends, and loved ones. Let everybody know JoJo Speaks is out here in these YouTube streets. Genesita is in the building. How are you doing, my sister? Jennifer, I can't hear you. Okay, so while Jennifer is figuring that out, I do have to give a big shout out to Jennifer for helping me with my laptop issue. Because for those of you guys who do not know, I do have a new laptop because I was having so many technical issues with my other laptop that I've been using for probably over 5 years. And then last Monday, when I was doing my 90 Day Fiance review, or getting ready to rather, there you go. I can hear you now. Thank you. When I was pulling it up on the screen, it said that my camera wasn't working, but the white light that shows up when the camera is on was flashing, was on. And so I asked Jennifer last Saturday or Monday, I think it was Monday, and I was like, what's going on? I don't know what to do. And she said, well, there's probably a little latch at the top near your camera. Maybe try that out. I tried it out and it worked because I love doing my shows on my new laptop. My new laptop is bigger, it's easier to see. So thank you so much, Jennifer.
God did that.
You did do that.
No, I said God did that with the laptop.
And God did that as well. Both of y'all.
And I do need to make sure I say out loud, this camera is better. It looks better. It's more crisp. So upgrade all around. We want to give God the glory for the miracles that He's bought us.
Absolutely. Shout out to the commission for the well, should I say it?
Oh
Maybe I should.
yeah.
Oh yeah, shout out to the commission for the blind for giving
Rep
me
your set,
this
niggas.
laptop. They have helped me tremendously, especially with the lack of vision that I have. So yeah. So now that I can hear you, Jennifer, how you doing tonight?
Well, I'm doing great. I just got off of my walk. I did my mile in 17 minutes rather than the 22 I usually do it in. And I
Okay.
spent the rest of my 30 something, keeping that pace. I'm feeling really, really nice, what I'm saying, my blood pumping and stuff like that. I decided to keep my glasses on today. So I hardly I need okay. I do need glasses, but I don't like to wear them. It's just like so cumbersome upon my face. But I just decided to keep them on because I'm super cute.
When we were growing up, you used to wear glasses all the time, and so I'm not used to seeing you wearing glasses, so that's why I noticed it right off the bat.
Hmm.
I like when people wear glasses. I think it looks cute on them. But anyways, Jennifer, we do have a couple comments in the comment section. Do you mind getting to those for us before we get this thing started?
Absolutely, and no problem. Dustin is here.
Hey,
He says
Dustin.
hi with a wave. Auntie Robin said, "What's up? I'm in the house. Hey, Auntie Robin, we love
Hey, Auntie
you."
Robin. So glad you're here, boo.
She says, discharged to rehab facility yesterday after 29 days in the hospital. I feel great. Just here for wound care to complete a course of IV antibiotics. Praise God, from whom all blessings flow.
So happy you are well, Miss Auntie Robin. You know we are praying for you, girl. We love you. We love you.
Happy to see you here.
HR in the building.
Okay. Auntie, we got to do right because HR is here.
Right.
Auntie Robin says, Joe Nathan, I was so ready with one particular comment for your 90-day review. A Nigerian aide was in the room when the Nigerians were on. Need I say more?
Oh wow. Okay. Okay. I get that. I get that. You know, the cringiest thing for me, Miss Auntie Robin, Is Lisa referring to Daniel's uncle as uncle when he's not her uncle whatsoever? And then when they met the king of Lagos, I'm assuming it was Lagos because that's where he lives. She
Or
called him my king, like she lives there. Like it was just cringy for me. I just, girl, you don't know these people. But I guess she's trying to assimilate, trying to fit in, trying to do things she thinks are correct. Jennifer, go ahead.
from what I'm catching, a young lady coming into a new space, right?
Young lady.
Okay, she's an old person coming in. The way you looking, an older lady decided to marry somebody from Nigeria, attempting to assimilate to culture, right?
Right.
Okay, because you know I'm watching. So did she ask anybody, mainly her husband, so how do I refer to, these people? Do I say my uncle? Like it sounds like she's going based upon Nigerian. No, because not even Nigerian dramas do that.
Right. So that was my thing. I did consider the fact that she might have asked Daniel how to address these people. Um,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't imagine him saying, address my uncle as uncle and address the king as my king. Like they're just little things, so they really
Because
don't matter necessarily, but they're just cringy for me to hear come out of her Caucasian mouth. It's just
and
it's
being
it's hard for me.
and
It's
being that
hard for
I'm a
me to grasp.
being that I'm a K drama fanatic, it's like it would be different for Korea because I watch so many of those because
Right.
so I see a lot of the culture. Yes, you would be referring to even your boyfriend because if you guys are boyfriend and girlfriend, you might as well be engaged over there.
Okay.
From what it looks like or from what they like to portray,
Right.
and you would call mother omaning, which is like mother-in-law, like
Okay.
immediately,
Okay.
immediately.
Wow. Okay.
But I've never seen that in any of my Nigerian TV watching.
At all.
Like, never. I don't think that's it. That's weird. Anyway, Unveiled Vibration is here. He says, "Good evening, beautiful
Good evening,
people."
Tyrone. Had such a good time listening to your musical process this past Wednesday. Like I told Tyrone, I'm really enjoying his lives on Wednesday. You guys make sure to check it out as well. Wednesday nights at 8:30 p.m. Unveil Vibrations. The name is right there, so look it up.
I really enjoyed the dance song that he did.
Yeah.
That was like that was nice, and of course the last one with the man, he be making music, yo, and I'm excited for him to just continue to do more.
The first song that he started with kind of reminded me of Genuine So Anxious. Like the beginning of it sounded so much like so anxious. I meant to put it in the comments, but I just
Mhm.
never got to. But yeah, I meant to say that.
Auntie Robin says, don't ever shrink from the services available to you. Hooray for the new computer!
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that, Auntie Robin. I need to stand up in it.
Because we're grateful.
We are grateful. Absolutely.
Stand up in it. Yes, sir. Auntie Robin says, I'll save it for next week.
Thank you. Thank you, Auntie Robin. I can't wait to see you there.
And then she said, no, I won't. Uh,
Okay.
Auntie Robin said, he said, that's fake. White people will believe anything.
Mm,
Miss
mm.
Kim,
Good evening, Miss Kim. Greetings and salutations, my love.
she made it back to her snow and winter weather.
Oh, that she loves so much.
She said, "Hey J and J, hello." And Miss Kim says, "Hey Tyrone, hey Auntie Robin, hey Dustin," and Unveiled Vibration says, "Thank you, JoJo Speaks."
You're very welcome. You're
That's
very
all we got.
welcome. A little bit of condolences to give out. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City star Mary Crosby's son, Robert Jr., passed away. Um, I know he'd had some issues with substance abuse in the past. I have not heard a cause of death at all, so I don't know exactly how he died or what was the cause of his death. But I'm putting out prayers for Mary and her entire family. She was extremely close to her son,
Yes.
and she spoke on the most recent reunion about dealing with his substance abuse. And
Hmm.
I can't imagine just watching someone just
Deteriorate.
deteriorate and choose to lose their
It's
not choose to lose their life, but in a
but
way,
yeah,
if that is the reason why he passed away. Again, I
well,
don't know. what the
Uh,
case was.
It's addiction. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It's like for him to make that choice would have been a very difficult choice to say no.
right.
It's not easy to move on and move forward now that your brain chemistry wants that high, wants it, needs it. Um, but yes, he's been having a horrible time with his
Yeah.
addiction. And when I saw that, Jonathan, this it actually affected me. I was like, dang.
My mouth dropped when I saw it on Instagram. Like my jaw dropped to the floor when I saw that because I wasn't expecting to see it. And of course, I never wanted that to happen
Of course not.
for him or Mary. Although people can say what they want about Mary, that she's crazy, that
Is she a
she's
good
running a
mama?
cult, is she a good mama? All those types of I don't know. I don't watch Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. She seems like she's doing the best that she can.
And that's what it is. It's
Right.
because we can't really quantify what a good mama is, but the
Exactly.
things that we've seen her do, if she was horrible before, she trying real hard now.
Right, exactly. So, shout out to Mary Crosby and her entire family. So, I know that we spoke about the BAFTAs.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
sorry, Jonathan.
go ahead, Jennifer.
Auntie Robin says published reports say that the officials responded to what turned out to be an overdose.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for that, Auntie Robin.
that frightened me. And once again, just to see Mary, I think that just affects me the most. Just to see the mother of addiction, like tag
Yeah.
nabbit, it
It's
hurts.
it's like your hands are tied. It's like what more you can talk to them all that you want to, try to encourage them all that you want to, but it's up to them to make the decision.
They have to want their salvation.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, so sad. Yeah, this one pricked my heart. I really feel sorry for him and Mary. It's like, what not everybody knows that whatever issues you have, whatever problems you have, whatever burdens you're carrying, you can you can move forward. It's possible, but not everybody, knows that to be true.
I think
And
it's because it's not easy. It's the reason why a lot of people don't choose that path because it's easier to
not face
continue with
it.
your addiction. It's easier to
Yeah.
feed your addiction. It's so much harder to fight up against it. It's so much harder to put down the substance or put down whatever it is that you're using.
And to be
To
clear, or and to make sure we show the empathy needed, an addiction is not anything to,
make
throw
light
on,
of.
yeah, or throw a blanket of you can do it on there. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of us, we can't let go of cookies.
Yeah.
I just bought some more cookies later, just earlier. Some
I,
Famous Amos. That the chocolate in the Famous Amos hit different.
I didn't realize the joy of chocolate chip cookies until about like a couple of months ago when I started buying Chips Ahoy cookies, and just the chocolate melting in my mouth like as soon as it
But
gets
the
there.
chocolate dude though.
I know, right? It's crazy, but I do enjoy those Chips Ahoy.
I need you to get a bag, one of those bags of Famous Amos, because
Okay.
if you like the chocolate part,
Hmm.
the I don't. They use some different chocolate in the Famous Amos,
And
and,
that's
and
why
it
somebody brought them out.
it feels like
Another level.
another level on the chocolate. But we say all this about chocolate chip cookies to say this:
Hmm.
we all have our own vices, but
Yeah.
unfortunately, some vices are more detrimental to the body than others. Um,
Agreed.
for anybody that needs the assistance, that needs the help, that wants to help, we're with you. We stand with you in
Absolutely.
finding what you need. But we can't stand in the destruction with you, but we hope everybody and their mama got the help that they need. Unveil Vibration says hello to the chat and the crew. Did y'all hit the button? If not, smash that thing. And if you have not subscribed yet, hit that button. It's free. Thank you so much. And Auntie Robin says them Amazon chocolate chip cookies really hit. Really?
I've never had them. I didn't even know Amazon made chocolate chip cookies.
Learn something every day.
Wow. So I know that we talked about the BAFTA an incident on Jennifer's show on Monday, but more has come out after the whole incident. So the man who actually made the outburst, his name is John Davidson. and he released a statement. I read the whole statement, but I'm not going to read it on the show. But the main thing that came out was my tics are involuntary and are not a reflection of my personal beliefs. He did not apologize to Michael B. Jordan. He did not apologize um, to Delroy Lindo. He did not apologize to either one of them. He did thank the BAFTAs. He did thank the host for the statement that he made after the incident happened. He thanked a lot of people, but he did not apologize to those who were directly affected by what he said. And even if, not that I believe that that word is not in his vocabulary, which it obviously is, or if he weren't a racist, or if he did not have an issue with Black people, that would make it even easier for him to apologize to the people that it affected directly. So I'm not really hearing a whole lot about this story necessarily. I did hear them talk about it on The View. They didn't really go in the way that I would have expected them to go in about it.
Who?
Just the people on The View. I thought
Oh,
that they would be more vocal about the fact that if with you saying it, there's an issue with you saying it. They didn't find issue necessarily with the fact of what he said. They just found more issue of it being an actual outburst in general, where they didn't talk about it specifically being the N word and the fact that it was wrong. And that just boggled my mind. It boggles my mind. I don't know if they were directed to speak softly concerning the issue or whatever the case might have been, but I expected more from them. I really do, because I watch the clips from The View almost every single day because I love
mm-hmm.
their viewpoints on everything that's going on. But it's crazy to me. And then on one of the TikToks that Jennifer sent me, there was another person who was a part of the center's cast or crew who said that the outburst happened more than once.
Mm-hmm.
And you
Towards
know,
her and
towards
yeah, towards her and others. Yeah.
right. And so it's just it's just so saddening to me. And shout out to Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo
Linda.
for composing themselves. I did see Delroy kind of react to it. His mouth kind of opened like wide, like he was shocked by it clearly. But I'm so glad that they were so professional in that moment, because I have no idea what I would have done if I was on that stage and someone had shouted that out directly towards me, because it was directly for those two who were standing on that stage presenting that award at the time. Jennifer, any follow-up thoughts concerning this? And are you surprised that
I
the
have
man
plenty of
himself
thoughts.
did not even consider apologizing? Well, he might have considered it, but he
Okay,
did
all
not
the
even
thoughts.
apologize to the people it affected, and
First of
just try
all,
to excuse it. He tried to excuse it. They're, just because they're my ticks, and they're not my personal beliefs. Go ahead, Jennifer. I'm sorry.
yeah. First of all, I believe the reason why the View didn't want to touch that is because of the Tourette's part,
Right,
because
exactly.
they don't want to be seen as ableist. But
Hmm.
the problem is that whether the Tourette's, I'm starting more and more to believe that that is the case, because I'm starting to hear more and more of the history of him,
Hmm.
and it seems like he does do that. But the problem wasn't about it being an involuntary thing. It's the effect of the words that was saying. The issue is, just because he does have that condition, it does not mean that the words that came out his mouth per that condition does not hurt. They did not come,
Right.
as if they did not come out as daggers, you know. So there's nothing wrong, in my opinion, for apologizing for the effect that those words had on him. And being in Great Britain, I don't believe they feel they need to have to apologize for things like that.
Yeah.
Um, so, because like the a lot of people talked about, there's a girl that has a show that has some severe Tourette's things. She'd be saying some like some sexually vulgar stuff and stuff like that.
Okay.
And if she does, I've seen her like, "Oh gosh, so sorry." You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
"Oh no." You know, just because of the moment, you know what I'm saying? You know, I think it should be twofold. You know, yes, we understand that you have this, but I'm sorry that you were, you know, offended. Another layer to this is the BAFTAs and BBC.
Mhm.
All the things that were um this wasn't the only time that he had an outburst that was disgusting. So the that one time of the N word, he the time where he said the F word while a gay person was up there,
Mm.
that was taken out.
Wow.
When a black person said something to the effect of free Palestine, that was
That was
bleeped
taken
out.
out. Yeah.
But the N word, as two strong African American fellows were standing on there, that wasn't. They had a 2 hour delay and they
Mhm.
chose not to do that.
Mhm.
Um, I like that a lot more people are coming after BAFTA and BCC rather than him because
Gotcha.
it's apparently a concerted effort because it's not just him. And why
Mhm.
this man got a microphone in front of him?
Right.
I've heard, I don't know how true it is, but I've heard some stories of him saying that he didn't know or didn't understand or wasn't aware that his words were making it all the way up to the stage.
Mm.
Um, I heard a story once again from him. I don't know whether he said it for real or not because you know how people like to just put stuff out there
Right.
or whether it's true. He said he he allegedly said that he tried to go up there. They didn't let him go and apologize to these people. Like, but if
Mm.
that was the case, why aren't you apologizing in these things? But then again,
In your
when you look at the
statement.
man, yeah, yeah. But then when you look at the man, he doesn't seem as eloquent as his statements would have him to believe. Now I'm
Ooh.
wondering, like, who's writing his statements for him?
Because this sounds like PR to me. Yeah.
So I'm not really looking at him at this point. I'm
Mm.
looking at everything around him that is allowing this to move forward. Um, but I also want to just remind people of this is the difference between Black Americans and Black um, English people. I've sent you a couple of videos on TikTok, Jonathan, of a English girl that came to America from there because the fight for um, the respect is something that's still on our breath because that's something that our ancestors did.
Right.
And we also have the understanding that we have to continue to fight for the respect that we deserve. They're not doing that over there.
Right. That that's
So, yeah.
that's what the young woman said on those TikToks that you sent me is that, those black people who live in the UK and London are not as vocal as we are here in America, where we would fight for things. They just sort of kind of let things go and move on and be more polite about it. So I do understand that. But we don't play that over here. We don't.
Yeah, and I think the BBC thought that since they're over here where we are, as if our black voices aren't going to make it across the sea to hold people accountable. So they are receiving press that they've never received before.
Hmm.
Because they've been doing that all the time to the people of African descent over there. They just so happen to do it to one of ours.
Right, exactly. And we
And
ain't
that's
gonna
and that's what you're not gonna do.
we ain't gonna stand for that. Not at all.
We're
Not
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 doing that.
whatsoever.
We're not doing that. Uh, Woo! Auntie Robin says tonight's trivia. I was a year behind Greg Amos, the son of in college. So so
Wow.
did Greg bring cookies to class?
Okay, free cookies for everybody. My daddy
Yes,
makes some
please.
bomb ass cookies, y'all. Y'all better eat them.
Want to try some? I have samples.
Okay.
Auntie Robin said, I saw on Twitter today that he has contacted Warner Brothers so he can apologize, girl, so he can apologize to Jordan and Lindo. For me, too damn little, uh, too damn late, too goddamn late.
Right.
I certainly agree. Warner Brothers actually said they look before it was even broadcasted, Jonathan.
Mm-hmm.
Warner Brothers said to BAFTA and BBC, "Hey, look, this was heard. Make sure you take this out." And they decided not to do it.
Wow.
I'm
Wow.
telling you, it's one thing for the man to do it. Yeah, that's it's everybody else that's letting this go on
Right.
that concerns me. I'm the man that actually has the Tourette's. I'm like, okay, yeah, yeah, and all the other stuff, whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
why is this going on? Why is it
Right.
happening like this? Auntie Robin says his outburst using the F word when Alan Cummings was on stage was edited out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um, and she also says, my point is, even though you may not intentionally step on someone's toes, you still apologize. Miss me. We often often disclaimers offer we often offer disclaimers when we know we have issues. Exactly.
Right.
Miss Tammy.
Hey, Miss Tammy. So glad you're here, boo.
She is here, honey, the bionic
Yes.
hustler herself. She says, I'm sorry, his Tourette's are just slurs against specific groups.
That's it.
I'm not buying it.
Right.
Why is there always an excuse for their bad behavior? And then
Touche,
the
Tammy.
all them people from England, they're like, "Well, y'all being ableist," but you are over here being racist
Right.
and ignoring the feelings and the effects that these words are having on people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy that it happened to Black Americans, so the Black Americans can put their foot on their neck. God bless.
Right, and keep it there. So the State of the Union address took place this past week. It
Who
was a
child?
mess. It was trash.
You
I've
ain't
only
watch?
seen
Did you watch any of it?
I've seen clips. I've seen clips of it. I ain't gonna sit down and watch that
I
whole
couldn't
2 hour
even.
thing. It was the longest State of the Union address ever in history.
I know people are like, and then
Right.
I'm sure he made it that long so he can say, "I've had the longest address in history." You want to know why? Because he don't care about nobody's time. I'm sorry. I'm gonna shut up and you go ahead.
No, he no, but he don't care about nobody's time whatsoever. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. And so some of the Democrats were a little bit boisterous during the address. Um, let's see, Al Green, Representative Al Green, he had a sign that said "Black people aren't apes," and he was escorted out of the room. I wonder why. He invited the men's hockey team who won gold. They received a
Did you hear
resounding
about that story?
ovation. Yes. Well, I don't know what story you're talking about, but I do understand that he called the men's hockey team, and he made a joke about the women's team, who also won gold. Now, they are saying that the women's team was invited to the State of the Union address. I don't know why they didn't end up going. I don't know why they weren't in attendance. Maybe because they weren't invited at all. I'm
No,
not
they
sure.
no, they were absolutely invited, my brother.
Okay.
But the thing that you might have not seen or heard or might not remember is that the president was still on the phone talking about inviting the women. He said, "Oh yeah, I guess I should invite the women's team." First of all, the women's team won gold more often than the men's team, but we're just going to move on and move forward with facts.
Right.
Um, he went on to basically say, "Well, if I don't invite them, I'm sure they're going to impeach me. So I guess I'll do it." And they're over there chuckling, he and ha haing back there. That's why the women's they turned down. To be honest, I don't think they would have gone either way.
Probably not.
Um, and on top of that, you hear about what Flavor Flav did?
No, I didn't. He did something else for the Olympians.
Yes. So I think he did more than just this, but what he did after hearing the story, said, "Women's hockey team, how about y'all come out to Vegas so we can celebrate? I'm sure we can get some sponsors. I'm sure we can get this, that, and the third." Child, as soon as he put that tweet out, child, um, Southwest reaching out, Delta
Wow.
reaching out,
Wow.
hotels and spas and casinos reaching
Mm.
out. I think they about to party good, and I think it's going to be wonderful as the hockey team ate their Mickey Donalds at the freaking White House.
Flavor Flav is such a kind man. I'm proud to share my first and middle name with him because his first and middle name are also William and Jonathan.
Wow,
Yeah, yeah, crazy. Um, Shout out to Flavor Flav. You know what I'm saying? People can say what they want to say about him, but he's always been a kind man. He's never been cruel to anyone, never been unkind to anyone. And so
just New
shout out to
York.
Flavor Flav. For
The same wound, Flav.
rejecting her twice. He did say F her. He did say F her as well during this segment.
Hey, it made some good TV though.
Yeah, it
Um,
did.
Auntie Robin said, "Ableist versus apologist." Agreed.
Hmm.
Auntie Robin says, "Proud to say I did not watch the State of the Union nor any clips. Decided to take Iyanla's advice and save myself." Whew, bless God.
Right.
Um, um, Auntie Robin says, "Insulted the women's team." Yes, women said they had a scheduling conflicts. And he served the men some cold ass Mickey D's. And you know it was cold because the only way it's not gonna be warm is if the McDonald's is right there in front of you.
Right there. Right
Unless you in
there.
that driveway.
Okay. Ciao.
Drive through, I mean.
You know them fries. At the least, them fries was cold. At
You know
least the
it.
fries was cold. The
Ain't no way
hamburger
them
might have
were
had a little bit of warmth to it, but them
maybe
fries was cold.
cold. Child. Auntie Robbins, and you know that wasn't crisp.
Okay.
The only way you gonna make it to the house with some crisp fries is if the McDonald's is right down the street.
Like there's
And
a McDonald's right down the street from our house. Yes, sir.
Auntie Robin says Flavor Flav is the man. Other
Mhm.
vendors pitched in, and he has extended the invite to all of the winning women Olympians. That's wonderful.
Awesome.
A-
And more women from the US have won gold medals than men have won gold
Ain't that
medals.
something? And you know the first black woman hockey player. She was on the team. I think she's a goalie on the team.
Okay.
She's
That's awesome.
African American.
I've
Or
never heard of
we're just gonna say
a
she's
black
black.
person period playing hockey. So shout out to her.
Yes, you should see it. She got a video with when I find that video, I'm gonna let you see it. She has a video with Meg the Stallion.
Really? Oh, that's so
Yeah,
awesome.
and they it was such a cute video. I'm gonna find it, but God bless, God bless. Good things happening. Unveil Vibration says they didn't edit it out because they knew it was going to make for a viral moment. It was a plot that Todd, never mind, but we know ain't nobody was going to care about that award show as much without it. Oh, you
Right.
do have a point there.
Because nobody would have been talking about it if that had not happened.
Mhm. But I truly believe that they did not expect the amount of fire coming their way.
Absolutely.
I do believe that.
Because they
Auntie
don't
Rob,
deal with us on a regular basis.
they showed up, but they found it out now.
Hmm.
Auntie Robert says, "Did you know that Flav plays multiple musical instruments?" Yes, I learned that on Flavor of Love.
He was playing the piano on Flavor of Love, child. I didn't even know that he could play before I saw it.
Child, yeah. Auntie Robert says, "Watch out! Trump might pull a Tyrese." Is it what? And put a McDonald's put a McDonald's concession in the White House.
Yeah, that would not surprise me whatsoever, Auntie Robin. I'm surprised he hasn't done it yet.
Yeah, because Tyrese he put a Benihana's in his backyard.
Wow.
And when I think about putting a McDonald's in there, I think about that movie Richard Rich with Macaulay Culkin. And he had a McDonald's in his house. Um,
Wow. I've seen that movie maybe once or twice as a child, but I don't hardly remember anything from it. I remember him riding around in a limousine a whole lot, and wearing his glasses as well. But other than that, I
it was
don't
a solid
remember.
movie.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was. So Trump said during the State of the Union address that America is winning, winning, winning. Now, he did not address any of the Epstein survivors who were there in attendance. He did not address the people whose lives were taken in Minnesota as a result of ICE taking their lives. Although the Supreme Court struck down his tariffs or him doing tariffs, he's said that he will continue to do tariffs. Here's my thing. Because I was talking to my mom earlier today about this. I said, does he really think that people believe what he says? Because he's pissing on our legs and telling us that it's raining. Like he's literally doing that. That's literally what he's doing to us. And I'm thinking that I don't think his supporters really believe in everything that he says. I'm sure there are those who do, but I have a feeling that a majority of his supporters know that he's full of shit and they just go along with it because he's a Republican and because they voted for him, and they're just hoping for the best at this point. But I think they know better. The majority of his voters, I'm sure they know better. It's just that he's their only option at this point, and they don't want to go for the Democrats because they're so loyal to the Republican Party. So it is what it is. But to see them standing up so much, and for Trump to tell those who were in attendance to stand up for certain things, and saying that the Democrats are crazy, they're batshit crazy, and it was it was a mess. But we just deal with it the best way we can by not watching. Jennifer, you have any thoughts concerning the State of the Union before we move on?
No.
Wonderful. Um, I was not ready. Because I was expecting you to say something. What else? Oh, that's the next story that I was going to talk about. So, Eric Benet came out this week, and addressed Jelly Roll, the artist Jelly Roll's Grammy Award acceptance speech. His acceptance speech consisted of him talking about love, talking about his salvation and his relationship with Jesus Christ, which is beautiful. It is really beautiful. But then when Jelly Roll was asked about his political beliefs and his political lines that he stands on, he said something to the effect of he doesn't really know what's going on. He's not aware of what's going on. But once he does some research, he'll get back to us on that. So here's my whole thing about that, because Eric Eric Benet said that Jelly Roll was full of shit, and I'm sure that he is. My opinion on that particular case is I feel as though Jelly Roll feels as though his a large portion of his fan base are probably Trump supporters. And maybe he doesn't want to speak against that to lose fans. I do believe that Jelly Roll is about love. I do believe that Jelly Roll is a Christian. I do believe those things that he has said. Now, he was on the list to perform at one of those the Team America, that Charlie Kirk thing that was going on. Turning Point. He was supposed to be at one of those Turning Point festivals or performances or whatever the case might be. So I think we have an idea of where he stands, but maybe he doesn't want to speak against Trump or for Trump. I think he just wants to keep the waters still at this point. Now, do I feel as though we are obligated to understand where he stands politically? No, we are not obligated. It would be nice, but I think when he does, or if he does, release his actual political beliefs, that would probably make a lot of people not like him, no matter what side of the aisle he is on. I want to think the best of Jelly Roll. Of course, I want to try to think the best of Jelly Roll, but when I saw him, on the list of performers performing at a Turning Point event, then that pretty much told me everything that I needed to know, to be honest. So, Jennifer, were you surprised that Eric Benet decided to call out Jelly Roll for his avoidance of the political question? And are you surprised that Jelly Roll doesn't want to really reveal his true political beliefs? And why is it that you think he doesn't want to reveal his political beliefs?
Number one, I've been following Eric Benet on TikTok for a long time.
Uh huh.
This is nothing new.
Right.
He's a hoot. He really is a hoot, and I enjoy how much he has no problem with stating how he feels about things and posting it and stuff. So, um, I'm not surprised about him giving his opinion about those things like that because he's been. It's not exact, in my opinion. It's not like calling people out. It's just just talking about what you see.
Right.
Um, as far as Jelly Roll is concerned, he doesn't need to say it on a Grammy stage to say who he is and what he's affiliated with.
Right.
He has a podcast that he said plenty of times of how he feels. They
Oh,
just try to
okay.
put a blanket on of Christianity upon everything.
As they all do.
Yeah, I think it's a YouTube video that I need to send you that
Okay.
tells you everything. He's racist and all.
Wow.
Yeah. So it
Wow.
would be nice for people to stand 10 toes down on what they feel and how
Absolutely.
they feel. They just trying so hard to tightrope on an invisible line, but the issue is with that, it's like you've already told us what
Mm,
you feel and how you are, and yeah, it's like he's not going to say if anybody thought he was going to say anything other than I'm a Christian and I got wholesome values. You know what I'm saying? Anything outside of that, you'd be fooling yourself.
gotcha.
You'd be fooling yourself. Let's not play ourselves. And unfortunately I was confusing him with Teddy Swims, which is a man that sings very nicely. It looks
Mm.
almost exactly like the man.
Wow.
Um, but yes, it's Jelly Roll, him and his wife. They are, I'm gonna say it, they are literal pieces of trash.
Wow.
So when I find it, I'm
Please
gonna have to
do.
send it to you, but they talk too much to be acting as if they're guarded,
Mm.
to be acting as if I don't know where I stand. You talk too much, you've said too much to act as if, and you know what I'm saying? So
I
yeah, no.
get it. I get
No.
it.
No, 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 no.
I definitely did. So I was scrolling on Instagram and saw on the neighborhood talk that Meg The Stallion is featured on Juvenile's BBB, and
Did you
I
hear the
heard the
snippet?
snippets. When I tell you, it brought me so much joy. And I
Real
cannot.
rap is back.
Right, and I
Back.
cannot wait to hear the entire song because I know it's gonna be on some grown shit. I know it's going to be
Child.
classic. I think it's going to get people back in the clubs and twerking like they used to do when they heard dun 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 dun. Like, you know, and and for Meg The Stallion to be featured on the song, and her referring to Juvenile in it, and it's just I'm so excited. I'm so excited, and I only brought this up because I knew ain't no way that Jennifer hadn't heard this. So Jennifer, what are your thoughts on it? Are you as happy as I am? Because I'm
First of all,
ecstatic.
you better know your big sister. Okay.
Okay, okay. I said, oh, we
Uh,
got to talk about this tonight.
I follow Meg The Stallion on the TikToks, and I heard her part on TikTok, and I actually heard her part on TikTok from her channel right before I saw Juvenile. I don't even follow the man, but
Hmm.
his video popped up, said, "Yeah, Meg is on the remix." I'm like, okay, and then after that, that's when I heard the Meg The Stallion's part. I was like, ah!
Yes.
I'm so happy for the music coming out. I'm so happy that when these people are considering to get back into their craft, they're not trying to be what the current what people need now, what they think is needed now. They're
What
just
people listen
deciding,
to now.
yeah, they're
Right.
deciding to do them, but with just something new and with a new beat, with a new Jonathan, I'm happy. I'm very happy about this. First of all, that
Yes.
song is still yet fire. It
Right.
doesn't need Meg Thee Stallion, but Meg Thee Stallion, she's a great look for this moment.
Absolutely.
I don't know if people want to acknowledge this, but Meg Thee Stallion rap like old school, like
For
real
real.
rapping. You know
For
what I'm saying?
real.
Rapping for real. That's why she stands out. That's another reason why she's awarded. That's the reason why, because I like her a lot.
And she's a true individual rapping artist. She doesn't sound like Little
Yeah.
Kim. She doesn't sound like Nicki. She doesn't sound like Cardi. She doesn't sound like Doechii. She doesn't sound like anyone but herself. And she does it in her own cadence. She does it in her own way,
Yes.
in her
She
own
sound like that
style.
Houston, Texas girl.
Right. In her own flow. Like that's how much I appreciate her as an artiste. And I'm so excited to hear this entire song. I'm so
Yeah.
excited to hear all of it.
Now I
Any
may feel a little bit stronger for Cardi B because I've been riding with her a
I
longer
do,
time,
for sure.
but I kind of look at them the same. They're doing this rap stuff for real.
Right.
So congratulations, and I'm happy that she saw that there was value on that song. Okay, go
Absolutely. Do we have any comments before we move on, girl?
ahead. I think this may be the next thing that you're about to talk about here. Unveil Vibration says, any thoughts on T.I. and 50 Cent beef? T.I. has released 4 new diss tracks in the last 7 days in response to 50 Cent bullying T.I. fam and career. And Tyron also says, Meg is doing it big. Yes, I'm very excited for it all. Once again, bigs up the Juvenile, bigs up the T.I. I can't say I always ride with T.I., but I've never had a problem with his music. So never, and I mean never had a problem with his music. So I'm excited to continue to see more. But I need to find like a good compilation video, Tyrone, so that we can. I need to get like a whole rundown of the back and forth of the whole Bacchanal. I need to see all of that.
Right. Yeah. My only issue with T.I. at this point is on his album Urban Legend, he has a song with Little Kim called Get Your Shit Together. And she don't even have a verse on that song. She just on the chorus. I'm like, she couldn't get a verse? Like, come on. Like
Jonathan.
Little Kim, like why would she not have a verse on this song? This is crazy.
You better share your
Anyways,
grievances.
so
Shoot.
I'll tell you a quick story. When I first got a copy of Urban Legend, you know how the original TV CD packaging is orange. But when I went to Best Buy and saw a purple packaging, I didn't even read the packaging, and I was like,
Of
"Oh well,
course.
this is just because you know me." I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, after this is just Urban Legend. This is the album that I wanted, so I'll go ahead and get it." Turns out it was the chopped and screwed version of the entire album. Anyways, Tyrone, you are right. That was going to be my next topic. Now I haven't really gotten into the minutia of the everything that has to do with their whole beef that's going on. I did see King's message to 50 Cent talking about his dead mother and go dig up your dead mother and all this good stuff. So I did see all of that, but I did hear snippets of T.I.'s disses to 50 Cent. I really
Mhm.
haven't seen 50 Cent's side of the things. I know that he did post a picture of Tiny, talking about her and things that
Disrespect.
yeah, disrespect, being disrespectful, things of that nature. But we all know who 50 Cent is, and we all know what 50 Cent does. Does it make it right or wrong? You be the judge of that. Me
Mm.
personally, I wouldn't pay no attention to what 50 Cent does. Chameleonaire came out in an interview, and he said that when 50 Cent was dissing Chameleonaire did not respond at all. He said when he met up with 50 Cent later on down the line, 50 Cent told him, you should have responded, because that would have blown you up. That would have made you bigger. That would have might have he didn't say this, but that might have extended your career a little bit, because riding dirty, even though Chameleonaire is out there making his money. Like, that man is
Dollar
still
bills,
rich.
y'all.
Like, that man is making his money. But he might have been bigger musically if he had, responded to 50 Cent. So me personally, I'd probably take, do the same thing that Chameleonaire did. I probably wouldn't respond at all. But I feel like 50 Cent is literally baiting them so that 50 Cent can just be amused. I think 50 Cent just might just be doing this for fun. I don't think that 50 Cent necessarily cares about T.I. or his family whatsoever. He's just doing what he does, and that is being the petty, chaotic person that he is. And it's like I know he don't mean what I don't feel like he means what he says half the time. Like he's just who he is. And it's like, why would you take anything that he says seriously? Why are you giving him the time of day? And they are giving him all the time of day. And I can't say that how I feel. I don't blame Ti for responding because that's just the type of man that Ti is. He's going to, he's going to cover his family.
Yeah,
He's
he's gonna
going
go for
to
his, absolutely.
he's going to go up for his, and that is a
As I would hope
respectable
anybody
thing to
would.
do. Exactly. So I really don't care because it's he's just 50 Cent. He petty. Y'all know he petty. Come on now, like I. It is what it is. Jennifer, what are your thoughts on it? I'm sure you have much more to say.
Jonathan, have you heard the part about King? How King has been reacting to this?
Yeah, I saw the video that he posted, saying that, 50 Cent needs to go to his dead mother's grave and, all this good stuff. Yeah, that's the video that I saw of King. I don't know too much more
Yeah.
past that.
People have the consensus is that he is, I can't say winning, but it's like some people are saying that 50 Cent might have found his match. Know what I mean?
Okay.
Because nobody's really gone at 50 like that. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So people, it's like, okay, all right, King, we still see you as this young buck, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Doing the most, little scrappy do, but it's great, and to be standing up for his mother as he should.
Correct.
Because his father can fight his own battles, but
Right.
to see him stand up the way he is, and doing the just like Councilman Mays, may he rest in peace. I know there's a council for him up in heaven,
Right.
fighting for justice.
Right.
He says when they go high, when they go low, I go lower. That's
Right.
what he says. And that's exactly what King was doing, just taking it to hell, apparently. And
that's where he took it.
It's like who cannot respect that? Unveiled Vibration says, man, it's getting spicy. Ti other son, got a diss track out on him now too, because one of his other son, I think Diamante, he rap. He rapped
Okay.
too. And but I hope it'll be funny if Buddy Red, Ti's other son, the oldest, he be playing guitar like Hendrix.
Really?
Yeah, he be doing that old rock and roll with his guitar, and he be out there on not the streets, but the nice parts of the Atlantas and stuff like that, playing the guitar, and people be tipping him and stuff like that.
Okay.
He got some. So I'm gonna have to try to find some videos of that for you too. Buddy Red, that's what he refers to himself as.
Buddy Red. Okay. Is that with 2 D's on the red?
No, I think it's just regular old Buddy Red.
Okay.
And yeah, Tyrone says Damani supposed to got a diss track out now. Yeah. Yep. I'm here for it. The whole family. And oh gosh, that's another thing, Jonathan. King was not only talking about the man's mother, but he was also bringing to light his cases to where he put hands on women. He had a whole court case where it was a court case where he trampled the women.
Wow.
And he also brought up what happened with his eldest child, the child that looked just like him, that he don't want to acknowledge and stuff like that.
Nothing to do with him, right?
Yeah, he was talking about how he allegedly burned down the mother's house and was in fear of her life. Mr. King bringing out all the foolishness just to bring to light the things that he has done. I was like, oh, that's why. It wasn't just the mother thing.
Okay.
It's just continuing to go deeper and deeper into all of his truths that people weren't. Like, you would think that other people would bring that out against him, but like, I guess it took a king.
Oh, okay. And King showing up did his thing. Shout out to King for defending his mother
As
in
he
his
should.
tragedy, as he should. And 50 Cent should have known better. But I guess, like I said, 50 Cent just don't care. He
Why?
just
Why
don't.
would you? Why would you when nobody else has come at you like that?
Right.
When you continue to hit people and nobody's hitting back, you know what you're gonna do. You're gonna keep on hitting at anybody.
And musically, I would have to say, I think 50 Cent and T.I. might be on the same level, maybe not in the same lane necessarily, but as far as popularity is concerned, I feel like they might be on the same level. And so typically 50 Cent punches down, but this time he's kind of punched, vertically. So, it is what it is. I don't think this is going to stop 50 Cent from his
Oh,
antics.
of
I don't
course
think,
not.
yeah, but
But I believe he. I think it's a horrible situation though.
yeah,
I
yeah,
think so because it's not like he gonna get him in hip hop.
right, exactly.
Um, Tyrone says King is the troll of the family of the Harris family. Yeah, and he's
Absolutely.
using his powers for good today.
Absolutely, absolutely. So shout out to Ti, Tiny, King, all the families, all the sons. That's pretty much all we got for this episode. Genesita, why don't you share with the good folks your social media contacts real quick?
Real quick.
Well, I mean, if you can't do it quickly, I don't know what else to say.
Okay. I am Prophetic Fire Reiki. Won't you join me on YouTube as well as TikTok and Instagram? I go live every single Monday for a Back to Me segment, just talking about life and having a little key, just really enjoying us. So if you would like to join us, won't you meet us at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on every Monday? I mean, the bulk of the Mondays.
Right. Yeah. You guys, please remember, be sure to continue praying for Bianca. She's still a little bit under the weather, so just keep her in your prayers, if you will. Make sure you guys join us every Saturday morning at 10ish
Clear the
a.m.
music, mucus, Lord.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Make sure to join us every Saturday morning at 10ish a.m. with Faithful Warrior Ministries. We go live every Saturday morning at 10ish a.m. to read a devotional, have some little chit chat, and of course, pray as we always do. We always have a great time on there. And hopefully, you will enjoy it. Whether you have a prayer life or not have a prayer life, just join us for an extra day of fun and lifting up the name of Jesus. You guys can follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is JoJo_speaks3020. My Facebook is Jonathan Lee. My email is WilliamJonathanLee@gmail.com. My Cash App is $Jonathan Lee 07. That's $JONATHANLEE 07. Thank you all so much for joining us. We appreciate you. Be sure to join us. Join me on Monday at 6 p.m. for my live 90 Day Fiance review. I go live every Monday at 6 p.m. with Dustin Butler. We have a great time talking about those crazy ass couples on 90 Day Fiance, but it's always a good time. And also join us next week, same time, same place, same beautiful faces. Thank y'all so much for watching. We'll see you next week. Y'all have a wonderful day. Peace out. Bye, y'all.
Bye.